Oh, y'all gonna give us 42,000 pages of thing, and you got over 100,000, and y'all gonna give us 9% of it or 4% of it, and then when you turn around, he give us 10 hours to read it in the middle of the night, and then say he ain't got to answer no questions. You know, man, but the man Booker, he sharp though. He know what he's doing. But like you said, I wouldn't finish it either. I wouldn't go for that. I'm looking at the message they doing with that man and everybody trying to get somebody in there. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah, he's a tourist. He's a tourist too. He's a tourist like me. But he's an April tourist. But the thing about it is he trying to play innocent now, where he knew all this stuff was going on before, or what?
No, Trump just bring it out on the high and saying, hey, I want this man in there, and I don't care what else happens. And that's what the problem, that's where the problem comes in. Because he's saying, no, I ain't going to do that because something like to stick it out, and y'all going to go along with it still. He's saying, no, I ain't going to do that. And that's what's going on with it. So he refusing to do what they say do. I think he's gonna step down. You know.
He gonna step down because he gonna step down because he's trying to run. So you can run, but you can't hide.
No, he don't have, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think they have nothing on him.
Yeah, but that don't mean that he don't have. But that don't mean that he don't know what's going on with other people. He might have to snitch on other people. You feel me? Sometimes people will get out of stuff just so they won't have to be the one to tell on somebody else. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a okie doke move right there because he think, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave. That way, when things go down, I won't be around. You know, like
Yeah.
PJ doing right now. You know, he'll run away because he figure if he run away, he won't have to face the consequences that one might come out later. You know, because
Well, I don't know what comes out later, but they hiding something.
because who Booker?
No, I don't think Booker is. Now he could be because of his intellect, but
Yeah, he's born April.
I,
He's born April. He's born April 27th, right? He's born in D.C. Born in D.C. And you told me about niggas from D.C. Plus he's a Democrat. Plus he's a Democrat. Okay, so come on. You think the nigga don't know? You think the nigga wasn't doing nothing scandalous? That nigga was all about being scandalous. All those Democrats ain't nothing but scandalous Negroes. They're devil. That's why it's called Democrats. They're demons. When you think of the demons, the Democrat, think of demons, right? They do the devil's work. They do the devil demons. Demons do the devil's work, right? So,
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Oh,
I see what you're saying.
so if
But
the
what about Republicans?
okay, there you go. I'm glad you asked that because I was just about to get into that. Now, the Republicans are supposed to be considered because you have to understand Abraham Lincoln was Abraham Lincoln a Republican?
Yeah.
All right, so if Abraham Lincoln was a Republican, and we said that we glorify Abraham Lincoln so much, why is that? Why is it now that we flipped? Explain to me why is it that Abraham Lincoln was Republican, but we look at him as being the savior for black folks.
Uh-huh.
So it don't make they got us going backwards. You know what I'm saying? They got us going in all kind of ways, but we don't even know where to go. And the Republicans are supposed to be the head honcho. They're supposed to be God the Most High themselves, right? So if that's the case, then the Democrats are just being used and abused just for the middleman. That's an okie doke move because the middleman ain't nothing but slaves. So you better off being the poor bottomless pit and get the scrapes that the rich get, because that's all the middle class is fighting for, is those scrapes, because they ain't never gonna be no high up there with the most high. So they're the middleman. So the middleman gotta be doggish, gotta be liars, gotta be thinking backwards, just so they won't be poor, like the bottom people that they look down on. So they keep them looking down. They keep them on the bottom just to work for the rich. So I'm like, okay, well I might as well go straight for the honcho. And that's what I did back in 1997, Dad, because I saw all this mess going on. After you told me what you told me when I was about to be 18, that you wasn't my father, I said, well, cool then. If that's the case, then I can really go find out what's really going on. All right, I'm gonna go find out what's going on since you telling me this and telling me that. Then everybody's just full of it. That's why I walked up to Donald Trump. And I was waiting for the perfect time. That was the perfect time when I walked up to Donald Trump in 1997, and I looked at him. No, actually, I was walking up to him, but they stopped me, and I was expecting that. I didn't have to go through that, Dad. Donald Trump was in the area where I could have walked to the other direction, but I was raised up to respect the chain of command. You know, if all else fails. You know, I was doing those sly ghetto stuff. You know, I went through the ropes. I went around. I went through the people. Just let them know that I'm not trying to be shady, trying to be sneaky. Because I could have went the other side and met them right there. They couldn't have stopped me. They couldn't have stopped me. It would have looked obvious that first of all, I just fought. I was a boxer. I just fought the first fight. I went down the escalator. They're down there waiting for me. They knew I was coming. These people are devils that they orchestrate stuff and act like they didn't do it. You see it every day. People orchestrate stuff and they act like they didn't do it.
Right.
So a nigga like me, come on, a nigga like me coming down, going down to around some ghetto devils, okay, some devilish people from a whole different state. I'm coming from the hood, all right. I'm coming from the hood, but I'm not even from the hood. I'm from Orange County, right? They don't know that, though, because people don't know shit, right? They just assume stuff, even with their devilish acting ways, right? And I play on that, because that's how y'all raised me to play on that, right? So I'm coming down the escalator. I'm going to go, what's that? So I'm saying to myself, because I can't say it to the guy that was with me, because he can't even speak no English. At least he acting like he can't speak. At least he acting like he can't speak. But I don't know who's following him, so I'm just walking straight to meet Donald Trump. They stop me, tell me I can't go over there acting shady, like whatever, you know, because I know white people. I know how they act. But I know how the real white people act. These white folks were acting on some other level. I could just see it. So I thought, okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to yell at him. And I yelled at him, and he heard me. He was right there. I had the whole casino stop. The whole casino stopped, Dad. They stopped moving. I said, Donald Trump. I said, Donald, man, your security right here, they ain't shit. You watch their ass. You ain't shit. But thank you for the fight. I need that money. And he I said exactly that, Dad. Now you tell me.
What's the biggest paycheck you got?
Huh?
What's the biggest paycheck you got?
I think, what, 14, 15, 1600? When they're never over 2,000. I never got over $2,000. I think the most I might have got was 1,800. I think the most money I ever made was either from Don King or Donald Trump. Those are the two biggest paychecks I ever got. Was between them two. I fought one fight under Donald Trump and Don King. Well, Donald Trump wasn't a promoter. We were just using his hotel for the his venue for the fight. But he was no promoter. He was just a person who had the building. And
Right.
but so that's why I was never expecting him to be there. You know, because he owned it don't mean that he's gonna be there. It's like you wouldn't expect Paris Hilton to be at the hotel of the Hidden Hilton if he was fighting there. So I would never expect him to be there. So when I saw him, I said, well, man, everyone's all pissed off at me because you have to understand that I wasn't supposed to win that fight. That's what you don't seem to understand. This is big. That was a big deal, a big day, because Roy Jones lost his first fight. Roy Jones lost his first fight was because I didn't lose my fight. Roy Jones was waiting for me at the hotel room, Dad. He was waiting for me to make that deal for me to lose, but he never made the deal. He looked at me. He looked up. Niggas will look at you and can feel your spirit, can feel who you are. They ain't messing with you. When people see you, they ain't messing with you. They know what you about. They know where you from. They know what the spirit of the Most High is all up in you. They ain't touching you. So when he saw me, that's how he looked at me. So when he walked away, they knew he had to lose because he didn't make that deal with me. Because it's all about me, like it's all about you. And here I am trying to tell the world, like Jesus was trying to tell the world, but the world ain't trying to hear it. You know what I'm saying? The world has this on a whole new agenda. So they have to see. So they got to see things the hard way, right? You know.
Well, what you up to now?
Man, I'm trying to find a way to get this money so I can protect my account. I'm $700 over. I'm $700. I'm seven.
How you get in that kind of shape?
Man, sitting there fooling around with Loompa, getting her a present. No, not managing my money correctly. I mean,
When's Luba's birthday?
a couple of days on the 10th.
What you getting her?
I already got it. I already got her. She wanted a guitar, and I bought a couple guitars.
A couple of them.
Yeah, I bought one for her. And it was only $100 a piece. So I just bought two.
Oh, okay.
But I had to get the amplifiers for it in the case and all that stuff. I ended up paying, coming out to $700. I'm like,
Man, can she play a guitar?
well, she learning, so
We gonna learn.
I got to give her guitar lessons and stuff,
Oh, okay. You and Carolyn never talk?
Carolyn ain't got nothing to say to me. Carolyn is a straight devil. All right, Carolyn is a straight devil, and she knows it. Her and her family. Her family killed that girl. Her family knew the girl was. She knew the girl died. And they didn't have the audacity to even tell me. Just so I wouldn't go to the funeral, just so I wouldn't lay her rest. That's some for somebody to do that's right there. It shows you how deep. That's why they act the way they act the whole time I was with her. I was wondering why is she acting like this. Couldn't find out because the girl died, and the way she died, and so that's why that's why her brother died. That's why her mother. That's why her brother died the way he died. That's why her mother died the way she died. That's why her mother probably cooked herself to death. I don't know, man.
It's a whole lot of stuff going on right now, man. That's ridiculous. It just don't make sense. And it's like remember that song, "Ball of Confusion" by the Temptations. That's what the world is today. People everywhere, and it's come true even biblically. Cause we at a place now, you really can't trust nobody, and everybody in the hurry to go nowhere fast. You know what I mean? Everybody trying to go somewhere, and they trying to all these get rich quick schemes, and when everything go down, they still ain't got nothing. And I'm still waiting to see one happy, wealthy man. I still gotta see one. Cause if once he get locked in this thing, all he think about is money. Now, you got as much money as you want, or as you need, should I say. And what would you do with some more? What would you do if I gave you $10 million right now?
Man, you give me,
Or a million.
you give me 100. You can give me 100,000. All right, you give me 100. You give me $100,000. Boy, I make the world. I make the world better than what it is. That's for sure. I'm making it better. I'm making it better than what it is. I'm making it better.
They think they gotta have $1 billion. They think they gotta have $1 million or more. This, that,
I really don't need nothing.
100,000.
I'm making the world better than what it is being broke. So, and I know if I had some money, then but then that just depends on you, and what you've experienced in life.
Money answers all things, but when it owns you instead you owning it, that's where the problem come in. See, too many folks always ending up. I was reading the scripture in Matthew 7:7, and it says, "Ask, and it shall be given you." And I read it again and again. Now, you ask for that money, they gonna give that money you, not you the money. Now, do you own your money or do your money own you?
Well, the money, since that money got those white faces on it, I mean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you own the money or do
the money owns you. The money owns you. So the more money you
can't own your money. Make your money work for you instead of you working for your money. And that's what a lot of things. See, the man that got all the money, you remember this, on your job, or in the military, wherever you was at, the man that do the less work make the most money, don't he? Huh? Your boss always made more money than you, and you did all the work.
Yeah, but you're looking at a physical standpoint of it, though. You're not looking at the mental standpoint of it, because you have to understand these people may not be doing the most work physically because they have you there. That's the reason they have you there. They have you there to take care of the stuff that they maybe can't do, don't want to do, don't need to do.
They can't do it,
but
so they spend their time. They be blowing your mind and stealing your time, smooth and slick, with the latest tricks, how to get rich quick, and that's what they do. They do less, and the less you do, the more time you got to think about stealing, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah.
In other words,
orchestrating.
Steal, the more they give you. Because now you fattening frogs for snakes. And I look at that all the time. I said, this ain't right. We have been taught totally, like you said about Solomon. He's the richest and the wisest, but all that got him in more trouble than anything else.
And but why though? But why though? But why? What was he doing? Who was he doing it with? We're in the same situation.
All the women.
We were no. It wasn't the women. It wasn't the women. It wasn't the women. It wasn't just the women. That wasn't it. It's just like now. It ain't just the people like now. What kind of people? Where these people coming from? Who are these people? Where these people be thinking? It's the same scenario. Samson was messing around with foreign women that was worship other gods. These women were worshiping people that he had no clue of. See, that's what same thing now. Same thing now.
Totally different than he did.
Same thing now. We're sitting there dealing with these people that ain't even from here. They come here with a whole different agenda than what we used to. The way we were raised. They have a
They have
whole,
studied our agenda,
and we
and
gave
they
it to
bring
them.
one. They bring an agenda to the floor that will, how you say, upset ours. And then they give us new ideas, not to promote us, but to keep us down and do it their way.
Because they were told to do that. They were told to do that at the border. At the border, a Mexican lady told me that herself. She told me that when they go to that border, they are instructed who's running stuff and who ain't running stuff. They are told.
Right.
That's every nationality. I don't care if you black, African, Mexican, Asian. I don't care what you are. If you come from another country to this country, you are given a history lesson of who's running what and who's not running nothing, and who you gonna be against with this black Americans. That's when and Martin Luther King, he gave it to him. Martin Luther King was the cause of it. When he was for everybody, when they ran with that. Because you have to understand, then the Jim Crow laws end when? What year was that? That was 65, right? Right after Malcolm X got killed, right? Or was that before Malcolm X got killed? The Jim,
Around that same time.
right? So they always make a, so Malcolm X died, okay, and Malcolm X, he was trying to bring people together.
Yeah.
Malcolm X actually became Martin Luther King. He actually became like Martin Luther King, right? But they don't tell you that. They don't tell you that. All they tell you is that he didn't like white people. Okay, so okay, if he didn't like white people, which he didn't at first, but then he went to Mecca and saw that he had all these people with all different races and colors worship the same God. He came back with a whole different agenda. And people don't, America don't like nothing different, especially when it comes down to helping black people. They want to keep black people separate from them. They will take any race there is. They will take any, as long as that race ain't black. They get that race to jump on the bandwagon with them to be against black folks in a shady, sneaky way. And that was I haven't even got to the 70s yet. The 70s we got conscious. We got conscious in the 70s. I was ready to go to war. 70s, it was on and cracking. But then your father passed away. A regular father passes away. That's what started the whole revolution right there. Y'all don't realize your dad and Aretha dad dying changed the whole course of history. And I didn't realize, I knew that since I was a kid, but I couldn't put my finger on it because I didn't know the whole truth. See, the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free, but we didn't know the truth.
You're saying the word thing the wrong way.
Huh?
The people, I'm told them to stop saying the truth gonna set you free. The truth won't set you free.
It will make you free. It will make you free, right?
Yes.
Okay, it will make you free.
How are you made free?
Because
how does it make you free? Because your eyes have opened.
Right. Your eyes are open.
You realize that all that you got ain't worth nothing. Huh? And anything that you want, you can get it. Because now you free to get it.
Right.
But we want to get something that we really don't want. And when you go after something you really don't want, after a while, if it lasts 2 weeks or a month, then you gotta go to another place because it hasn't made you free. All it has